Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? RB here. Welcome into Philly Take with RB. What is going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a great week and a great day and night. We are here on a Friday night, hanging back, and I'm ready to talk some Sixers, man. There's a lot going on. There is a lot to get into. But shout out to everybody up in here, man. If you guys are just coming in, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Be sure to check us out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Be sure to show us some love, man. I see we already got one dislike. Imagine being that much of a hater, bro. Imagine being that much of a hater. That's some funny stuff, man. That is some funny stuff. But what's going on, everybody? It's been a while since we just came in and did one of these chill streams where we just talk, do a little Q&A, do just a little laid back kind of stream, just kind of relaxing and talking some Sixers. I miss it, man. And we're going to have a whole week here without the Sixers. Then obviously we're going to have videos. We're going to make things about, backup guys we could get, trades. And we already made a video today about PJ Tucker. We're going to talk about it more. But if you guys have not checked that out, be sure to do that later on. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about, and I'm here to answer your guys' questions. I'm here to just interact with the chat, There have been a lot of people in the last couple of days, actually, who have been hating on my streams. Some people said I don't talk loud enough. Some people said I don't answer the chat enough. Look, I try my best, man. I'm here trying to commentate a game, and I'm trying to interact with the chat. I'm trying to do everything at once, man. It's a one-man show here. So if I don't read your comments, I apologize, okay? But I'm here to read your comments. You're a little loud for some reason. Maybe I'm, let me see. Thank you, Big Play. Let me see. Maybe I'm just close to the mic. Maybe I got it back up. Is that better? Is that better? Let me know if that's better in the chat. Let me know if that's better in the chat. Look, I tried to get this little setup here going so we could get everything incorporated. So let's see. Just close to the mic. Here, let me push that out a little bit. It's all a work in progress, man. It's all a work in progress. Let me know. Let's see. Here, I can lower my volume too. Let me know how it sounds now. Let me know, guys, in the chat. Keep me updated. How are we sounding now? How are we sounding? It's kind of better. Perfect. It's a tad bit better. A lot better. All right, cool. Sorry, guys. Look, I've been trying to figure out all this stuff. I have a lot of innovations coming to the channel for the streams, for the vids, everything. So it's definitely going to be a lot to figure out. And I'm still learning, man. I'm still learning. So thank you guys for keeping me updated. Shout out to the members and the mods in the chat, the Fire Take Nation. You guys are going crazy, man. I really, really appreciate you guys. But yeah, like I was trying to say, there was some people hating lately. And they're like, "Oh, you talk too loud. You don't do this. You do." I'm like, "Yo, if that's the case, go watch another broadcast. Go watch the Masked Singer. Go watch the Housewives of New York. Okay, I don't need that. You know what I mean? It's crazy how people hate. We got a couple dislikes in here. It's funny to me, man. But anyway, for the people that do rock with me, shout out to you guys. I've been trying to grind. There's a lot going on in my own life, so I'm doing what I can, man, and I appreciate you guys. That's what I'm trying to say. I appreciate the people that come in, rock with me every stream, rock with me on my vids. It means a lot, man. So I wanted to just have a little stream tonight where we talk about some news. But shout out to everybody up in here already. We got, what, 60 people in the chat. Probably some more people will come as we go. But we got some news to talk about. Philly fans and SD, what's going on? Scott Lawrence has had to get a new debit card, so I had to renew my fire take. It's all good, my man. I appreciate it. Trade Danny Green and a protected first for Eric Gordon. We're already getting into this, aren't we? Nets got money trying to get all these players. Cheese, what's going on, man? People hardly come to the channel and merely know anything about what you talk about. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Let me see if I can make this chat a little bit bigger. Again, bear with me, fellas. Bear with me. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now, let me just move that over. Okay. There we go. Bang. All right. Let's get this thing out of the way. Okay. Anyway. What the hell was I saying? All right. So, yeah. So, I just wanted to talk about Sixers news today. Have some fun. And I appreciate the people that rock with me, man. And you guys have been really supportive. I'm trying to get the 10K subs. Look, we got so many ideas coming soon. We're going to have a lot of renovations, like I said, on the live streams coming soon, the vids. And most importantly, we got other things coming and, you know, merchandise and all this stuff. So I'm having fun with it. So shout out to you guys. Mitch, what's going on, man? Mansa Musa's son. Appreciate you, man. Cat on the Moon. Cheese. I agree, man. Look, that's the thing. Like, I'm never going to beg someone to be here. I'm never going to ask you guys to, like, yo, you have to do this, do that. I'm here to just give my opinion and be a Sixers fan. At the end of the day, I'm a fan. You guys are fans. We're all fans. So I just love hanging out with you guys and, you know, having some fun. Bobby, what's going on, man? Thank you. I appreciate that. Martin, you're funny, my guy. What would it take for you to drop the F-bomb? Let's see. It would take a non-demonetization, but YouTube don't play that way, apparently. Which side are you rooting for? The All-Star game, Team LeBron with Simmons or Team KD with Joel Embiid? I don't know who I'm rooting for, but on that subject, before we get kicked into the Sixers news, guys, let me know in the chat right now. Move your chair a little bit. I don't know what that means, but what you mean? Like this way or that way? This way? Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, in terms of the All-Star game, I've been getting people asking me, they're asking me, are you going to live stream the All-Star game? So let me know in the chat right now. Do you think I should live stream the All-Star game? Because I'm down to do it. Like, I'm down to come in here, do a play-by-play of the All-Star game. It's actually competitive now. It's actually competitive because last year, if you remember, it was pretty fun. Like, it's not like one of those, you know, 200 to 197 games anymore. I remember Joel Embiid did a little shimmy on LeBron. It's fun, man. And I'm down to do it if you guys want me to. Depends if you want to do it. Yes, live stream the game. Philly fans and SD coming with a $2 donation. Thank you guys so much. Great supporters of the channel. Says, great job, RB. Haters gonna hate, ignore, much love. Thank you so much. Really, really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. But yeah. Yes, live stream. Yes. All right, so I guess we'll do it. We'll come in here on Sunday. I think the dunk contest and the 3-point shootout are going to be during halftime, if I'm not mistaken. So it should be fun. I watched the All-Star draft yesterday. Well, I watched a little bit and then I watched it back today. And it was fun, man. It was fun. How about the Utah Jazz? The two guys on the Jazz getting picked last. Isn't that funny? But yeah, man, that was look, I'm ready for Ben Simmons to come out here and do something crazy. I'm ready for Joel Embiid to go off. He always does in the All-Star game, so I'm ready. Oh yeah, Doc Rivers too. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. But yeah, welcome into the stream, everybody. We're gonna talk some Sixers news. Trying a bit of a different setup here. I've been experimenting with things, and we got some cool things coming. But the first thing I want to talk about is what we did a video on earlier today, and that's PJ Tucker. So, as you guys can see right here, PJ Tucker apparently. So I was on Twitter this morning, and you got to pick apart the good things on Twitter from the bad. I'll tell you that, because you got these troll accounts on Twitter. They're like, oh, this guy got traded. It's like it didn't even happen yet, right? So I'm on Twitter and I see this, and I see John Clark post about this, and he says the Sixers, according to rival NBA executives, think that PJ Tucker is going to get traded to the Philadelphia 76ers. And the reason they think this, and this is kind of what I talked about earlier, is number one, because of Daryl Morey and his ties with Houston, right? If there's a team, if there's a guy that could go out there and get it done, it's Daryl Morey. This would be pretty easy for him. And, it wouldn't be too crazy. It wouldn't be hard. PJ's on the last year of a 4-year deal. He's making $8 million. He might get bought out by the Rockets, because, they bought out Boogie Cousins, right? They said, we don't want you anymore, Boogie. You're too old. We're trying to get younger, so we don't need you anymore. They just got rid of him. So who knows what's going to happen with PJ Tucker. Now, this could potentially be a package deal with Oladipo and PJ Tucker, and that would be a whole different story. But that's going to depend on what happens in the next couple weeks, and, we're going to talk about that in a little while. So, Ishan, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Scott, what's going on, bro? I don't want to take time for your day, but if you're down, I'd assume you are. It'd be nice. Oh, yeah, man. No, I'm down, man. I'm down. For sure. For sure. Dominic, what's going on, bro? He says, yes, sir. And, yo, I'm in OBS right now, so look at this. Oh, wait, I got to add it in here. Hold up. Hold up, fellas. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, how do I do this? Oh, I got you. I got you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at me having some fun, man. Oh, man, that's great. Yes, sir, in the chat. How about that? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Bang. Yes, sir. Why does that not work? Oh. I don't understand why it's not working. Anyway, we got the yes sirs going in the chat. Let's see. I think we're going to get PJ Tucker, Fournier, and Austin Rivers without giving up our young players. Well, that's a lot, and those are definitely some good names to talk about. Could you imagine Austin Rivers coming back with Doc? That'd be crazy. I made a video on him before the season, but that'd be crazy. What's going on, bro? What's good? Adi says, hashtag floppy to Philly. Yo, we're going to talk about it, man. We are going to talk about it. But, yeah, in terms of this PJ Tucker thing, it would be feasible. Daryl Morey would be able to get it done. And unless Tillman Fertitta, the Rockets owner, is still bitter and salty about Daryl Morey leaving the Philly. Because you remember with the whole Harden saga, we were trying to get Harden, and he just stopped calling him back. He kind of used him as bait. He kind of used him as leverage and said, all right, I'm done talking to you. No way. No way. And he just stopped talking to him. So, PJ Tucker would be an acquirable piece, and I think we could get it done. I do. Let's see. But yeah, man. So in terms of PJ Tucker, would it make the Sixers better? Yes. Now, on the other hand, I don't think he's going to make us as good as all these Sixers fans out here seem to think. I don't think he's like the piece you plug in and he's going to put us over the top and he's going to take us to the finals. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's that piece, in my opinion. Would he be nice? Yes. My favorite part about bringing Tucker here would be his grittiness. You know, I love when the Sixers have a player like that, whether it's TJ McConnell, whether it's Brewer, whether it's anybody, man. We've had guys like that over the year. I love guys like that. I hate them, but then when they come to my team, I love them. Like Patrick Beverly. If the Sixers ever got Patrick Beverly, I would love him. But in terms of PJ Tucker, I made the vid earlier. He's having his worst year this year, but I mean, he's on a miserable team. He doesn't really have any inspiration to go out and play with the Rockets, who have lost like 12 in a row. And strictly what he is a 3-and-D guy. That's it. He's a 3-and-D guy, and he's a gritty, tough-minded son of a B who's going to be on your team in your locker room, and he's not going to take no for an answer. He's just tough. He's scary. He looks like that one guy from SpongeBob. I forget his name. You know the bodyguard when they were trying to get into the Salty Spittoon? And yes, I love SpongeBob. All-time great show. That's just the first thing that comes to mind. You know the guy in the Salty Spittoon that wouldn't let him inside? That's what PJ Tucker looks like, and he's as tough as nails. He's as tough as nails. But yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it at all. But the thing is, I'm not giving up more than a second-round pick. I'm not giving up more than a future second because, if anything, let them buy him out and let us get him later on in the season. I think that PJ Tucker could serve a stretch 4 role. I think if Dwight Howard started to get inconsistent again, I think that we could use him as potentially a backup 5 just because he plays tough. So, I don't know. I think it would be a good move, but I'm not giving up too much. I think there are other options out there, and we will talk about them this week in a video in terms of like backup 4s, backup 5s. If we can get it done, then do it. But don't give up too much. That's my take on PJ Tucker. And I think I don't want him to go to another team like the Nets. I just don't want to face him in the playoffs. He's a guy that's going to piss you off. You already know. So like what he did with the Rockets, I just felt his presence. Like just watching him, he doesn't put up the numbers, right? But his presence is there. Philly fans in SC says, can he shoot threes? Historically, over the years, he's been a 40% three-point shooter. This year, he's only at 31%. But again, I don't think he's set up in the right position, in the right capacity. So that's my opinion on it. Joel's postgame was legendary. Yeah, that was crazy. That was great. That is my MVP. I don't want to hear anything else from anybody, okay? Joel is the MVP right now. I'm sorry. Biased or not, whatever you think, man. Joel's the MVP right now. Could that change? Yeah. But he's doing something special. He's special. Cheese says he's definitely not the last piece, but he's a good piece. I agree with that. And that kind of brings us to the next thing. Because I think it's all going to depend on what happens with Floppy McFlopperson. You know what we call him here on the channel. I got a lot of Toronto fans on my Kyle Lowry vid that said I was hating on him. I just call him Floppy McFlopperson. It just is what it is because he flops. I've always hated him. He aggravates me. He pisses me off. If he was here, I'd probably like him. I probably would. But anyway, getting to the next piece of information. Actually, let's read the chat for a few, and then we'll talk about Kyle Lowry, aka Floppy McFlops. Hashtag Floppy to Philly. We started on the channel. We got to get it trending, man. Floppy to Philly. Something interesting happened with Kyle Lowry. I might do a collab as well on this coming week with my guy Luca, the Raptors content creator. I was talking to him about it. He actually just posted a video on it, so we might end up collabing about it. But Philly fans, can we get anything for Furkan? Yo, I have a feeling that some Sixers fans are going to think like, oh, Furkan is like revived now because of what he did that game when him and Shake went off. But I don't know, man. He's just not consistent. It sucks. Like, I don't hate Korkmaz like as a person. He's just not consistent as a player. It is what it is. Saying it right now, the healthy Sixers can run the table depending on health. I agree with that wholeheartedly. We only have one team really that stands in our way as a true competitor, and that's the Nets. But if we have the depth, I think we can do anything. Cat on the Moose says hashtag floppy to Philly. There you go. There you go. Hashtag floppy to Philly. Joel Dual 180 MB. What's going on, man? What's going on, man? Imagine if Lowry went to the Nets. Yeah, I don't think that would happen. DeMar DeRozan trade? I don't think that's happening. What's his contract looking like? I just don't think that's happening. But yeah, we're going to end up talking about Lowry. I want to talk about the second half of the schedule. I didn't get to do a video on that, so I think it'll be good talking. We'll just keep fielding questions from the chat. Again, maybe I'll do this once a week, hop on here and have a stream where we just talk and, we just have a good time. Let's see. We need depth, that's all. I agree, man. I agree. Beats from another world. Outer space is the limit of how great he can be, and he's not even 100. That's the crazy thing. 26 years old. Imagine if a center wins MVP this year. I was thinking about it earlier. Like, in this modern day league, that would be insane. But, I mean, he's putting up the numbers. 30 points a game, 11.5 rebounds, assists. He's shooting 40% from three. He's shooting 86% from the line. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. I'll take Floppy over Furky any day. Lou Williams over Lowry. Could keep Green on the bench with PJ Tucker. I wouldn't mind Lou Will. Eric Gordon. That's another name that they could potentially package in that deal because Eric Gordon, they're definitely going to ship him off or at least get rid of him because there's no reason to have him there. There isn't. Nets trying to have one of the best starting fives. Yeah, but, I feel like even though the guys are going to play a lot in the playoffs, you remember the Sixers a couple years ago, Embiid used to come off and Boban would go in for 2 minutes and we'd be down 11 points. Like, it's crazy. We don't have the starters to compete with the Nets, or is Green guarding Harden? Well, I think you can do a lot. I think it depends who's hot and who's feeling it. I think you're going to have to make adjustments in game. Danny Green hasn't shown me anything consistently on defense. I expected it from him, but it hasn't been there, just to be real with you. He's as streaky as they come. And that's the thing. I think we're going to need to address that. Look, from the beginning of the season, I said Seth Curry should be on the bench. Could you imagine a backcourt of Seth Curry and Shake Milton on the bench? That would be absolutely nuts. Seth, what's going on, man? Says, you know who I want? Give me Lou, Will, and Mella. There you go. There you go. I mean, there's a lot of names out there. I think Daryl Morey, I'm happy to have a guy like Morey because he's a big swinger. He's not going to just sit around. He's not going to leave us wondering, like, what's going to happen now? What's going to happen? But yeah, I mean, I would like Curry and Milton coming off the bench. Ideally, I think it would help Seth Curry. I don't think he's been in his rhythm since he came back. And, if we're able to go out and get a Kyle Lowry, I think that'll do a lot for a guy like Ben Simmons. I do. He could be a good young shooting guard option. I think a Buddy Hield trade would help. Buddy's another guy. I don't know if the Kings are going to get rid of him. Obviously, that whole thing happened over the offseason, and the Kings just stink, man. It sucks to be a Kings fan. Must be absolutely miserable trying to be a Kings fan, but maybe they'll get rid of him. Maybe they will. And if they do, I mean, I would love Buddy Hield on this team. I would love him on this team. I think he would fit perfectly. Anthony, what's going on, bro? Shout out to Anthony, our newest member, man. A couple nights ago, I was trying to give you your warm welcome, and we did, but it was hard, man. That Jazz game was an absurd. What a way to go into the All-Star break. I mean, that was one of the best streams, man. That was insane. That was insane. Furkan, Mike, 2 future seconds for PJ and Eric Gordon. Maybe. I just feel like I feel like the Rockets, if they trade Oladipo or Eric Gordon, I think the Rockets are going to try to get a first. Like, the Rockets, I don't know why they traded for John Wall. That was absolutely stupid. That was stupid. They weren't going it. They thought they were going to revive these guys and go on a run. No, it's not going to happen. They're done. Grace, what's going on? What's going to be the big trade Morey pulls off for us? I don't know. It all depends what happens the next couple weeks. I think if you see some of these teams go downhill, I think they're going to start to shop. But I still think there's teams that don't know yet. I think they don't know if they want to buy or sell. So it's going to be an interesting year, though. It is. But anyway, the next thing I wanted to talk about, a lot of people are talking about it in the chat, is this. Let me go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. But yeah, so apparently as of yesterday, and this is crazy, Kyle Lowry sold his house in Toronto. And apparently he was trying to sell it for more at first, but either the price went down or he was just trying to get rid of it quick. And he sold it at a discount. Now, this is what that tells me. Number one, and by the way, if you guys are in here, man, I really appreciate it. We got a bunch of people in here. We're just hanging out, talking Sixers. So shout out to everybody in here, man. Let's everybody hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you're new, man. We're on the road to 8K subs. But look, this is number one. What that tells me, Kyle Lowry does not view himself as staying with the Toronto Raptors past this season. It's done. It's done. It's over. After this season, Kyle Lowry is not going to be a Toronto Raptor. And he's been probably one of their best franchise players all time. He's done. He's not staying. Now, you can say to me, the reason that he sold his house is because they're in Florida and they're in Tampa. So there's no reason to keep it. Okay. But if he viewed just a potential way that he would stay in Toronto, then guess what? He wouldn't have sold it. He views himself being done. Kyle Lowry has made money over his career. He's making $30 million this year. Come on. Come on. He's gone. He's going from Toronto. And it's all going to depend on what happens in the next couple weeks. The Toronto Raptors got hit with the virus recently. They're going through some stuff. They're going to lose a couple games. And, you know, if they don't compete in the next couple weeks, I think the Raptors are going to sell. I think they're going to do one of those LA Clipper kind of moves. I think they're going to do one of those LA Clipper kind of moves from a couple years ago. If you remember when we got Tobias Harris, remember how the Clippers went younger? They sold Tobias Harris to us. They went younger and got draft compensation. But at the same time, what did they do? They still won. They got better. They went to the playoffs and they took 2 from Golden State in the first round. I could see the Raptors trying to do that. I could see them trying to build for the future around Pascal Siakam, around Van Vliet. I could see them doing that and saying, you know what, we'll sell our guy. They've been playing good without him when he was out. I know he had, a lot of assists the other night. He's a good locker room guy, but I just don't think they view him in the long term. And I don't know. His agent tried to come out when that whole thing came out and he was like, oh, that's a bunch of BS. We're trying to focus on getting ourselves higher in the East. Well, guess what? They're not good enough. They're not good enough this year. And I think they view that unless they could go out and acquire 2 superstars, then they're not going to go to the finals. They're going to play good. They might win a playoff series because of how Nick Nurse coaches, because of that system, but I don't know, man. I think this is the you know, the calling right here. Like, I think it's over for Lowry in Toronto. And I think that Kyle Lowry is going to be available because I don't think the Raptors are going to have some awakening in the next couple weeks. And I think they're going to try to get what they can for him. I made a video on this. What would you give up? You're going to have to throw Danny Green in there because of the contracts. You got to match the contracts somehow. And you're going to have to bundle Vincent Poirier, Terrence Ferguson. They want expiring contracts so that, number one, they can get Lowry off the board, off of their books, and then they can get rid of these guys like Poirier, T-Ferg. They want to get all that money out. They just want the draft picks. So we're going to have to throw in probably a first rounder. They could even ask for a couple first rounders. I don't know if I would do that. Not for this guy unless Kyle Lowry agreed during the trade to restructure his contract. If he agreed, okay, this is going to be a trade and I'm going to sign a 2-year extension, then I think about it. But if this is the guy that you think puts us over the top, if he puts us into the championship, if he puts us past Brooklyn, then maybe you got to do it. Daryl Morey said this is championship or bust, right? He said that we're going to use our pieces at the right time. I think it's going to depend on who else becomes available in the next couple of weeks. I don't know if Bradley Beal is going to be available. I don't know if Zach LaVine's going to be available. I think Kyle Lowry is going to be available, but you got to hit it at the right time. You got to wait and see who else is out there. And it's not just going to be Kyle Lowry. Like, we need shooters. We need depth. That's how we punch our ticket to the finals. You gotta have depth, man. We need to get Lowry without losing Seth and Tyrese. Seth and, what do you say? Matisse? I think you're going to have to throw in a Maxey. You're going to have to throw in a Matisse style. You're going to have to throw in one of them because they want young players. They want draft compensation. Unless you throw in 2 first rounders, maybe you could get away with it, but the contracts as well. Terrence Ross and Kyle Lowry. Terrence Ross would be an interesting one. I don't know how old he is. I think he's like 30. I have no clue. But he's a baller, man. He's a baller. He would come off the bench and make an impact. Depends what Orlando's going to want for him. Are they going to sell Vucevic as well? Who knows? Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. At all expenses, I would not trade Matisse Thybulle. I view just so much potential in him, especially defensively. Imagine Ben Simmons and Matisse Thybulle eventually. Imagine Thybulle grooms and he can knock down a 3. And you got Matisse Thybulle next to Ben Simmons defensively. That's absurd. That's absurd. I just don't want to trade him, but that's just me. That's just me. I want Danny Green on the team though. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, Danny Green's inconsistent. Would he be good off the bench? I don't know, because I feel like on the bench, is Danny Green going to get the looks that he even gets now, right? Like, I feel like he's been hesitant. He's obviously inconsistent. He's still like a 36% three-point shooter, but he just does it so inconsistently. And the one thing that's disappointed me this year with Danny is his defense. Like, I thought his defense would be better. I was wrong about that. So I think we're going to need a better shooter for the playoffs. I think Curry, you remember when Curry was on Portland and he was coming off as a 6-man? He was electric. He was amazing. I don't know, man. I wouldn't pay Lowry $30 million either. Don't like him for the Sixers. I don't know, man. I didn't like it at first. I didn't like it at all. I didn't want it. I didn't want anything to do with it. But people were selling me on it. It started to make more sense. Like, Kyle Lowry, ball handler next to Ben Simmons, leader, locker room guy, can shoot upwards of 40% from 3. can facilitate. But it's another thing is how Ben Simmons is going to be used. And I'm telling you guys, man, I'm not scared, but I'm just, I guess, cautious. I'm cautious of what Ben Simmons is going to be able to do offensively in the playoffs. Are they going to build that wall? Are they going to, focus on Embiid, throw 2-3 men at him? Are they going to build that wall on Simmons? They're going to try to take one of them out of the game. That's the thing I'm worried about. What is Ben Simmons' role going to be in the playoffs? Is he going to be a cutter? Is he going to be at the dunker spot? Is he going to be a facilitator? What's going to happen? Because if the shooters are off, we're going to need Ben Simmons to be aggressive like he has been lately. He's been doing great, but he's going to have to stay that way. And he's going to have to stay that way, and he's going to have to take pressure off Joel. Because Joel, if we match up, for example, with the Toronto Raptors, they're going to completely throw everything at Joel Embiid. They're going to take him out and say, you know what? Ben Simmons beat us. Toby beat us. Shooters beat us. They're not going to care. So, I don't know. Because Kyle Lowry can be that facilitator. He can hold himself on defense. He's still small. He's like 6 feet tall. But he's going to play with heart. And he's going to be a little more consistent than Danny Green is. So, I don't know, man. I don't want to give up the whole future for him. But it's like, it's just a hard decision. It started to make sense, though, that, Kyle Lowry would fit on this team. I just don't know how much you're going to have to give up for him. And what do you do at that point? If you get rid of Danny Green, Kyle Lowry comes in. Do you put a backcourt of Ben Simmons and Kyle Lowry? And then who do you put at the 3? I don't think Seth Curry is going to work at the 3. Do you put Ben at the 3? Like, see what I mean? It's kind of a hard question. I guess you would move Curry to the bench and try to acquire somebody else. Maybe like Alonzo Ball, potentially. I don't know. I feel like we need that other player that can put it on the floor too, but can also sharpshoot. Larry's legit the perfect addition for the Sixers. Yeah, I mean, it started to make sense to me. It did. I think now that he has that championship pedigree, but people still got to remember, like, for years, Kyle Lowry was made fun of. Like, he was an internet meme because he would just disappear in the playoffs. But after winning that championship, I feel like he has it under his belt now. Like, he at least understands the grind and the process. So, who knows? Bradley will absolutely take the pressure off Joel. Yeah, but here's the thing with Bradley Beal, right? And I was thinking about this too, like, say a Beal or a Levine type player. If you bring them in, like, how is the touches going to work? How are the touches going to be allocated? Because I feel like Tobias is in his groove. If you get a Bradley Beal or a Zach LaVine, you would have to either get rid of Ben or Tobias, in my opinion. Number one, because they're not going to give you anything else for it unless you gave them 4 first-round picks. But how are the touches going to work with Bradley Beal, Joel Embiid, Tobias, and Ben Simmons on the floor? You know what I mean? Like, we're going to have that dynamic we had a couple years ago with Jimmy Butler. So, I don't know, man. It's an interesting question, though. It's an interesting question. I think Ben will play the 4. Yeah, but then what do you do with Tobias Harris? What do you do with Tobias? I don't want to move Toby off the 4. I don't. He's in his groove right now. He's doing his thing. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to move Toby off his throne right now. He's doing his thing. I actually believe that Tobias Harris is going to keep this up into the playoffs. Now, his ability to create space off the dribble, questionable, but I think he's in his mode right now. I think he's found himself. So, and, for the people that are saying Ben at the 3, then the question becomes, well, is Ben a 3? Like, I know you have the positionless basketball, but I'm trying to envision how that offense would work. Like, is Ben going to bring the ball down, or is Kyle Lowry going to bring the ball down? Are they going to alternate? What's going to happen there? That's my question. Like, is Kyle Lowry going to go out and be a spot-up shooter? Are they going to play off of each other? I know Kyle Lowry would be great in the pick and roll with Ben or with Joe. I guess you could do double pick and roll sets. That would be pretty interesting. I've seen Seth Curry run baseline, come around a double screen on the outside, up to the top of the key. You could do more creative things, but I don't know, man. I promise you, Bill's not getting traded. He's too loyal. Well, in all fairness, it doesn't matter what Bradley Beal is. The Washington Wizards are going to have to part with him sooner or later. I just don't know, given the whole, pandemic and how fast this is going, if they're going to do it now. So, don't get your hopes up, Larry. Maybe selling his house to not pay property taxes he's paying in Tampa. This is the perfect time to sell. I mean, again, I don't know if he would go through all of that. I mean, his house is $5 million. This isn't just a regular house. So, usually signals that that they don't view it as a long-term type of thing. So, Larry has never played with superstars like Embiid and Simmons. 1 year with Kawhi and he won. Well, it's a good point. It's a good point. They could never get past LeBron, but obviously, it's hard to get past LeBron. Toby plays the 3. I don't like Toby at the 3 at all. Not me. I don't like that. Jersey boy, what's good, man? We need a stretch 4 and a wing who can shoot/create. Yeah, maybe that could be PJ Tucker. I don't think he can create. He can hopefully be consistent shooting the ball, but I think there's other options out there too, like I said. Nah, it'll be fine. Beal and Jimmy are 2 different personalities. It's not about the personalities, bro. It's about the facts. Bradley Beal averages 35 a game. You are in the middle of a season. You're plugging him into a completely different system that has 3 scorers and 2 spot-up shooters. It's very different. It's more than you think. I'm not saying he can't get used to it. I'm not saying Bradley Beal is not a team guy. I'm just saying it's harder than you imagine. Secret Underdog, what's going on, man? Appreciate you being in here. What's good? How do you feel about Mike Conley replacing Booker in the All-Star game over Tobias Harris? Why is Booker not in the All-Star game? All right, BLSG. You're making it too complicated. Just play him as a traditional Sixer shooting guard, play defense, and make threes. Right, but how is that making it complicated? It's asking questions where they deserve to be asked. Because you guys think that, you think that real life NBA is just 2K. Like, you can just plug guys in. I'm just saying there's more to it than you think. There's more to it than you think. It's a system. It's an infrastructure. This is the reason we've had this same talent last year. And it was all out of sorts. I'm just saying, man. Guys at the 3 are too fast for Toby. Yeah, I like Toby at the 4. I think he brings a different dimension for a traditional power forward. And I like him there. I like him there. Beal would fit right in. Look, I would love Bradley Beal. Again, what are you giving up to get him? Or are the Wizards going to take that? Because they're not going to take Ben Simmons with Russell Westbrook. I'll tell you that right now. Unless they already have a deal in place to move Westbrook. And that's going to be hard to do. Number 2, again, are you willing to give up a Ben or a Tobias? So How's the fit going to be in here? It's just questions that you got to ask. I would love Brad. I love Bradley Beal as a player. Would love Beal, but he's not coming here. Don't see him leaving. Yeah, it's going to happen quick. I think this trade deadline is going to be less active than we think it is. Same thing happened with the NFL. There was not a lot of noise at all. I just don't know. I don't understand why Toby is still underrated. Because he just, I don't know, man. He's always been like that. Always. Always. Booker has a left knee sprain. Interesting. Would you trade Shake and some picks for DeRozan? I don't think I would do that. I don't want to move Shake Milton. Not that I wouldn't trade Shake for anything, but I just think that he's a vital role for our bench. I mean, he's averaging above 10 points off the bench. He's doing his thing. So, he's doing his thing this year. But yeah, man, that's the gist on Lowry. We'll see if it happens. I think it's going to depend on what happens with the Raptors over the next couple weeks. Shout out to my guy Philly Talk Podcast, Philly Mike in the building, coming with a $3 donation. Thank you so much, man. Says next time we there. What's going on, bro? We definitely got to get something going. Hope all is well, man. Hope all is good. Appreciate the donation, my guy. Hope all is good. Another great Sixers creator right there. Be sure to show him some love, man. But yeah. Let's see. I think Lowry could end up in Philly. I mean, yeah. The Eagles just sent Lowry something too. Like, he's a Philly guy. Tez says, why not Griffin as a backup big? That's another thing. Blake Griffin. So, I didn't mention that, but Blake Griffin got bought out today by the Detroit Pistons. He's a free agent, can sign anywhere. I don't think he's going to sign for too much money. Maybe the league average, the market for what he's at right now, but I don't want anything to do with Blake Griffin. I don't. Would I take him? Yeah, but I miss Blake Griffin. I miss the old Blake Griffin, and he's just not the same anymore. He's just not the same anymore. I think he's, not to disrespect him, but he's washed out. Like, he gets injured, and he gets injured. And then on top of that, he just disappoints me, man. Because I want to see Blake Griffin, like, I want to see his career be all right. I want it to revive a little bit, but it's just not happening. Just not happening. Shout out to Seth coming in with a $5 donation. Thank you so much, Seth. Says, why do people want Blake Griffin? Dude's old hot garbage, y'all. Well, see, I put it the nice way. Seth's coming in and he's going to give it to you straight how it is. He doesn't care. I was trying to be nice about it. Seth says he's an old hot garbage. Look, man. Blake Griffin's not the same anymore. I'll tell you, I used to be the biggest Blake Griffin fan. Two guys that I idolized that, outside of Philly teams growing up in the NBA. I loved Dwayne Wade and I loved Blake Griffin. When Blake jumped over that car, when Blake came into the league, #1 overall pick, I said it for years that the Clippers were going to go to the finals. I thought they were going to win it, but eventually they were cursed. They were cursed. And I don't trust Blake Griffin to stay healthy. I don't. I respect the guy. He's another guy with a little bit of an attitude, a little bit of a, feisty kind of demeanor, but he's just not cutting it anymore. He's not cutting it anymore. I don't want him. I've been saying it all season. It's unfortunate. It's really sad, but sorry. Why would Blake come here? Our starting rotation doesn't need him, and he doesn't want to back up. Exactly. And if he doesn't want to back up, there's no room for you here anyway. Exactly what I'm saying. Great minds think alike. Exactly, man. It's just not going to happen. He's going to go. They've been saying the Clippers. I don't know, man. Maybe if he wants to go back. But again, Blake Griffin screwed himself up with the Clippers because what did he say when he left? Or no, that's what happened. They played the Clippers. I think he was with Detroit and they played the Clippers, and he was like, the owner for the Clippers was trying to shake his hand and like be nice, and he just like did him dirty. He just walked away. He just walked away. Old Blake Griffin, dude added a jumper and a 3 and has grit. You wouldn't trade Shake for DeMar DeRozan. You're tripping. You a young cat and must not understand people's games. Well, actually, Justin, I actually think about it critically. This isn't 2K, bro. It's not a simulator. Number one, what do you want me to trade for? If you give me Blake Griffin and you give me iron legs and he's not going to get hurt, then yeah, I'll think about it, Justin. I'll think about it. Okay? This isn't 2K. This isn't the 1984 finals, all right? Why wouldn't I trade for DeMar DeRozan? He can't shoot a damn 3. Open your damn eyes. He can't shoot. What do you want him for? Do you want to go back to bully ball? Do you want to play this big man lineup again? Sure. Let's get Al Horford back. Let's go and get, I don't know, Spencer Hawes out of retirement. Wake up and think. You want to trade for JaVale McGee? Why not? Come on, bro. I did not say that I wouldn't trade Shake Milton. I'm saying he's been a vital guy off the bench. He's found his role off the bench. Wake the hell up, bro. Come on, man. What the hell do you want DeMar DeRozan for? To pay him $25 million to come off the bench? Come on, man. Love them as well, bro. How are we going to love the same 2 outside players as well? Let me guess. Something and AI are your heroes because they're mine. Yes, sir. Mike's a little scruffed. Do you think the Sixers can hold the 1 seed until the playoffs? And who are your 1 to 8 seed from the East? That I don't know. I think it's possible. But whether we're the 1 or 2, I want to get that home field advantage. I want that. I want that. We should be adding production off the bench. Maybe Kyle Lowry if we could work something out. Maybe. To be fair, Clippers did him dirty. They lied to his face. They made a whole press conference. That's true. That's also true, genius. That's true. That's true. Philly Kid 11 says, I'm back wondering why you were heated. Why I'm heated is because these people come in here and they try to derail my knowledge because I'm young. But they don't think about what they're saying, bro. Yeah, let's trade for DeMar DeRozan. What do you need DeMar DeRozan for? Honestly, where is he going to play at? Please. He can't shoot from outside. He can't shoot. Jesus. And Blake Griffin. I mean, my God. DeMar does nothing for this team, bro. Shooting, bro. Is DeMar a shooter? That's what I'm saying, bro. And you want to go ahead and pay him 20 plus million? Come on, man. This isn't 2K. This isn't Trade Simulator, all right? Players like George Hill Tucker. George Hill, when he comes back from injury, is a perfect piece off the bench. Perfect. Blake is definitely a Walmart Al Horford. That's what I'm saying. What do you want Blake Griffin for? Come on, man. And by the way, I never said I wouldn't trade Shake for DeMar. That wasn't the question. It was DeMar DeRozan. If DeMar fit this team, of course I would trade Shake for him. I'm not one of these people that's going to get hung up. I'm not trading Shake. I even have faith in Korkmaz and Curry. Oh, all right. Well, you're going a little far there, okay? You're going a little far. I would still trade Furkan for a bag of air, but you'd have to throw in some Skittles or something. You'd have to throw in someone. You want to trade me Blake Griffin for Furkan Korkmaz? Do it. All right? And I'll pawn off Blake Griffin to the Clippers. I'll do that. I'll have an open bidding auction. Clippers, Nets, Bucks, whoever. I'll have an open auction. All right, who's got the best offer? Who wants Blake Griffin? Oh, man. I've been a Sixers fan since 2017. I remember my friends used to make fun of me. Screw them. I bet they're on the Sixers bandwagon now. I bet they're on there like, yo, I'm a Sixers fan. The Magic will want more than I'd want to pay for Fournier. Yeah, I'm not too big on Evan Fournier. I'm not too big on him. I'm not too big. I'm not giving up a lot for him. Now, Terrence Ross, different story. Philly fans in SD says, RB, you're young, but you definitely know your stuff. I appreciate it. Look, I don't know everything. I'm here. We're all fans at the end of the day. This is a fan channel. I'm not an analyst. Maybe not yet. But look, I'm here just talking my stuff as a fan. But I do think. I do have a brain. That is true. That is true. Trade simulator. Guys like Rudy Gay, PJ, others I can't think of are a better choice than Blake. Absolutely. The Spurs keep playing DeRozan at the power forward position. That's what I'm saying, bro. Do you want to go back to bully ball? I'd rather Shake on his little contract than DeMar for whatever. That's what I'm saying. Do you know, and I actually meant to tweet this out because I thought it was funny. Do you know that Skip Bayless got a 4-year contract from Fox Sports? ESPN was trying to get Skip Bayless back. Do you know how much... Do you know how much Skip Bayless is getting paid per year? What if I told you it was as 4 as much as Shake Milton? Skip Bayless gets paid 4 times as much to talk nothing than Shake Milton, who puts up 14 off the bench. Come on, man. Yo, Shake Milton's getting paid $2 million. Shake Milton is a commodity right now. He's going to get some money one day. But it's just funny. Are people forgetting DeRozan disappears in the playoffs? I guess so. I guess so. How would you feel if we got LaMarcus Aldridge? No. No, because he's going to have to play the 4, and then what do you do with Tobias? I don't think Toby can play the 3, but that's my opinion. That's my opinion. You need experience, and you need a vet. And you need shooting. That's it. We need consistent shooting. We need that AI type of player can get his own shot and make threes when we need him to. Not a guy who can jump over a parking meter or DeRozan who couldn't hit a 3. That's what I'm saying. Gosh. I feel like some people just see eye to eye with me, and then some people are just like, let me try to piss this guy off. But anyway, the last thing I wanted to talk about is the Sixers second half schedule. But I'm having some fun with the chat right now, so we'll keep talking, and then we'll talk about the schedule. But appreciate everybody that's up in here, man. More people than I thought would be in here. We had 100 likes yet. We're at 103. Yes, sir. Hold up. Let me see if I can hit the yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, in the chat, man. Yes, sir. But yeah, man. I don't know why people want to trade for stars. We need bench production. Yeah, I think our core has showed at this point that they can do it. You just got to surround them the right way. You got to plug the right pieces into the puzzle. I don't know if we need to go absolutely over the bridge. So, you're tripping. Tobias is the best at the 3 because size advantage. All right, I think I'm gonna go. Do you guys not watch the game? Do you not watch this team? Tobias is best at the 3. Okay, so I guess we didn't watch anything that happened last year. And number 2, size advantage. I'm sorry, but there's a thing that we tried to do called bully ball, and guess what? It didn't work. Tobias is best at the three because of size advantage. I just wonder sometimes. I wonder sometimes. I just wonder sometimes where people's heads are at. I really wonder. I really wonder. I'd rather bring in 2 or 3 solid role players than 1 star. Exactly. I agree with that, Demon. Cheese, what's going on, man? Someone really said Toby was best at the three. I'm done. I just don't understand what people say. Like, you know, I'm not going to say I respect everyone's opinions, but at sometimes I think it's just trolling, man. That's like saying Brett Brown is better than like Phil Jackson. Two bench pieces and maybe 1 small blockbuster. I'm cool with a Terrence Ross and Lou Will. I hear you, man. What size advantage does he have over LeBron? That's what I'm saying. Did Tobias Harris grow 4 inches? Maybe I'm behind the game. I guess Tobias Harris is 7 foot. I guess he's 270 now. Bro, I'm a Sixers fan. I think next or 2 years, maybe a ring. Yeah, I originally at the beginning of this year, I said we would go 46 and 26, and I said next year would be our window. Now, next year would open our window after this next free agency class. But based off of how we played, it's definitely exceeded my expectations, and I think that the East is open. I think we can take it. But it's going to depend on how we continue to build out our team. And oh, by the way, the buyout market is going to be strong too, especially after this deadline, which I don't think is going to be as active as we think it is. What about Patty Mills, PJ Tucker, and Williams? I like them all. Some of them were in a video I made like a week or 2 ago, and I'm going to make a couple more this week about, you know, other guys we can trade for. This guy watched last year's playoffs. Toby was as good as an Alaskan winner at the three. That's what I'm saying. He was putrid. It was so bad. It was so bad. Have you not watched this season? Have you not watched Tobias at the 4 this season? I mean, come on. Toby needs to stay where he is. YF up a good thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't get it sometimes. They need to give me my own damn radio show on the damn TV, bro. I would love to go against these callers all day. I would love it. Trying to play bully ball. Exactly. Let's go back to bully ball. Let's bring Brett. Oh, and by the way, where is Brett? Oh, he's probably reading a novel on his chair. He's probably enjoying a nice hot cup of tea. Oh, man. He's probably watching Fox News, writing a book about something, using his big language. Bobby, look, I'm gonna give out mods during some of the streams, man. I give them out once in a while, but I don't just give them out crazy like that. I'll be regretting this stream because y'all are too. Hey, yo. At the end of the day, it's all love, man. It's all love. We're all fans. We all talk. Are you impressed with Doc this season and his play calling, or do you think he can improve? I think everybody can improve. I don't think he's ever going to settle, which is what I like about Doc. But I've been impressed with Doc and what he's been able to do. He simplified the offense. I've seen it all now. Never thought I'd see someone say Toby's good at the three. That's what I'm saying, man. How do you feel about Wayne Ellington? Yeah, Marky, I made a video about that. Look, if there's a package deal that I think would bode well, it would be Wayne Ellington and DeLon Wright. And I think you would get them for cheap. I don't think you'd have to throw in a first. I don't think you'd have to throw in a player. I think it'd be like, you know, similar to the Alec Burks and Glenn Robinson III package from last year. Just some second rounders. I wouldn't mind it. Philly fan all day. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you being up in here, man. Shout out to all the members and everybody up in the chat. We got a good crowd up in here, man. I like these Sixers talks. It's been a while. But you don't take players out of their comfort zone. Busy bias is fine where he's at. Exactly. He's in his element right now. He's been unlocked. This is the best version of Toby. It's what we need. Marky coming in with the $5 donation. Thank you so much, my guy. Says thanks for the mob, by the way. Salute. Thank you for coming to the streams and being loyal and being there and always supporting, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate everybody that's up in there, and thanks for all your support, my guy. Much love, man. Shout out to everybody that comes through to the play-by-plays, the sports talk. We do it all here on this channel, man. So if you're new, hit that subscribe. We do it all. This is sports fandom to a different level. You don't just get one thing or the other. You get a bunch of different types of content. You get a bunch of different kinds of content. Let's talk about second half of the season. Yeah, I'm about to get to that right now. I was having some fun with the chat, but the last thing I wanted to talk about, and I was looking at this earlier. Let's see. Here we go. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Hold up. There we go. Appreciate everyone bearing with me today. But yeah, man. So obviously the first half of the season, I thought we dropped a couple. It's been a rough go at it, you know. It's been a rough go at it. Philly Kid, yeah, I will be streaming. I asked the chat earlier. Let me know if you guys want me to stream the All-Star game. A lot of people said yeah, so I'm down to do it for sure. But we're off until next week for the Sixers wise. And then we come in and you know, the first couple games are a nice little way to ease back in. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. But yeah, so we got a little way to ease back in here to the second half. But what I will say is that we have a rough stretch that comes up in a couple weeks. So this is honestly going to determine, in my opinion, where we finish. We have this stretch here from March 21st to April 1st, April Fool's Day. And it's a road trip. Look at this road trip. You got the Knicks, you got the Warriors, you got the Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets. That's going to be a pretty rough stretch in my opinion. I think there's going to be games where we lose, and you know, we come back right away, and we do play 5 games in 7 days, which is a lot. But we got this tough road trip here. And then we come home for 2 games against Minnesota and Memphis. Those are, you know, little trap games. And then we go on another road trip for 4 games. I mean, it's going to be a little brutal, man. I'm not saying it's going to be hard, but it's like just the traveling. So we go and then we play Boston. We have a couple days rest, and then we play New Orleans, OKC, and Dallas. And then, listen to me. Stay with me. Seth says, RB has a future. Support my guy. Can I get a yes, sir? Hold up. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. But hey, listen to this. Hold up. You were saying you're at the Moses Malone retired jersey game. You still got the shirt. I do got the shirt. I do have it, my guy. I'll definitely wear it. But yeah, we come home and look at this. Guys, this is gonna be rough. Look at these ESPN matchups right here. Yeah, and Cleveland as well. On that first road trip. But look at this. After the second road trip, we come home and we play Brooklyn LA, Golden State, and then Phoenix. Oh my gosh. And then we play Milwaukee twice. Oh my gosh. It's going to be rough. We got a couple. I hate how we have a couple tough road trips. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Why are we on the road for that many days? They did us dirty. They gave us a little lenient first half, and they did us dirty in the second half. So, to recap, look at this. We come back, we got, 5 games in 7 days, and then we go on this road trip where we play New York, Golden State, LA, Denver, and Cleveland. Then we get 2 games at home, which could be trap games, and then we go on another road trip. And then we come home and play Brooklyn, the Clippers, Golden State, and Phoenix. And then go and play Milwaukee twice. This is going to be hard, man. This is going to be rough. I can't lie. There's going to be some rough stretches. But I believe in the guys. We take 4 out of 6. We take 3 out of 5. We just got to keep doing that. We got to keep doing that. I haven't looked at the other team's schedule, so I don't know how theirs are looking. But anyway, after Milwaukee, we go ahead and we play OKC, we play Atlanta twice, and then it eases up a little bit as we get down the final stretch. These are games, hopefully we'll have our seeding and we won't have to, we won't have to stress that much, but New Orleans, Detroit, Indiana, just potential trap games. And then we got Miami.
To a superior.
And then we finish with Orlando twice. So the last stretch is kind of a breather before the playoffs, but these other stretches are going to be tough. We're going to lose some games. Like, I'm mentally preparing myself for it now. And yeah, we got 3 ESPN games in a row, which is wild. And then essentially, and then we got NBA TV, but then we got TNT and ESPN against Milwaukee. So good matchups coming up. It's really going to be a testament to who we are. It's going to be a testament to who we are. Yeah, you know how we are on those nationally televised games. You know how we are on those nationally televised games. I don't know. I feel like they did us dirty. I feel like they did. See what you guys are thinking, and we'll be on here for a little bit, and then we'll probably end up getting off. But we are gonna be. I think we'll drop maybe an Eagles video tomorrow or Sixers. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm probably gonna drop a vid Monday and Tuesday. Sunday I'm gonna stream the All-Star game. I'll give you guys a heads up right now. We come back and we play Thursday. Now listen to me. I have some things going on, and on Wednesday, I get the second dose of the vaccine. So I'm going to try to do this play-by-play on Thursday. I think I should be all right by Thursday night, but I might be out of commission. Just to be honest, I might be out of commission Wednesday and Thursday. So we'll see how that goes. I got a rough last half there, bro. Thanks for showing that. Yeah, man. It's going to be rough. Back-to-back road games against the Bucks. Yeah, they have to do those back-to-backs because they don't want a lot of traveling in between. I would like to see the Nets second half and compare them. I agree. I'm definitely going to have to... maybe I could look them up. Let's see. NBA. Let's see if we could pull up Brooklyn's schedule and real quick and see what they're rocking with. Shout out to everybody that's up in the chat, man. Hit that like and subscribe if you have not yet. Really appreciate it. Dude, what the... Let's see. Brooklyn. NBA's trying to embarrass us on live TV. That's tough. We're about to prove that we're for real. I agree. We're going to whoop the Warriors. You never know. Steph can go off any night. You're going to be so drowsy after the second dose, bro. Yeah, I've heard, and I'm expecting it. I'm getting ready for it. But yeah, man. So, in terms of Brooklyn, let's see. So they play Boston, Detroit, New York. Let's see. This isn't that hard at all, to be honest. This is crazy. Wow. Yo. This is not fair at all. This is not hard at all. Between every hard game they have, it's like a couple easy ones in between. That's crazy. I trust the guys. It's going to be a tough road, but I trust the boys. I hear you. Phoenix, Toronto, Boston. All right, I mean it's okay. Back to back in Milwaukee, Dallas, Denver. I mean it's definitely easier than ours, but we might have one of the toughest. So yeah, so nothing crazy for them. They'll be all right. But we just got to keep winning. We got to keep on grinding and playing hard. Trying to figure out which game I want to go to. There's a lot of good ones. I hear you. I'm waiting for them tickets to go up. Streams going in and out for me. Interesting. Seems like it's good on my end, so. We're still the best NBA team. Yeah. We went into the half good. Your reaction to the Harden trade aged horribly. It really didn't, to be honest. You obviously didn't listen to what I actually said. I said they'd be a great regular season team. I'm talking about in the playoffs. Just watch. They're going to win some playoff series, no doubt about it. But you'll see. 3 personalities together, man. Tough back-to-back against Portland and Utah. Yeah. I feel like they have a little bit of leniency, though. I feel like every team currently constructed, the only team that has a chance of beating the Nets in a 7-game series is the Jazz. Interesting. I think we could go toe-to-toe with the Nets. Still need a couple pieces, but I don't know, man. I think we can. They're going to be tough to beat. Like, I'm not saying it's an automatic win or anything like that, but I think we could hold our ground. Boston and Brooklyn's going to be lit. Yeah, that's going to be crazy, man. That's going to be crazy. Sixers displaying their defense focus, but I've been more impressed with how well their offense is. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We established our identity and it works. And we're going to do it till someone takes us out of it. Eyes above. What's going on, my guy? What's good, bro? Hope everything's good, man. Hope you're having a good day at work. Feel Brooklyn will be tough to beat in a 7-game series. They will. There's no doubt about it. I just think I'm waiting for some tension to boil with them 3. I feel like it's going to happen. I do. Philly fans and SD, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hope I'll be able to do the play-by-play on Thursday. We'll see. But Wednesday, I probably am not going to post anything. I'm probably going to be out of commission. Just saying. I would love the matchup with Brooklyn in the Eastern Conference Finals. We don't need to make a big deal. All we need is a stretch 4 and a veteran point guard. Look, again, Lowry, PJ Tucker, there's going to be options out there. I think we need experience. I think we need shooting. And we need that second unit to be rock solid. We need them to be rock solid. So, we'll see how that goes. Superhero, what's up, my guy? Katie was smart picking them both for his all-star team. All right, Mitch. Sixers in 5, but Nets are okay. I don't think we're beating them in 5. I think it's going probably 7 games. If it goes. I'd love PJ Tucker. Yeah. Again, guys, we're probably going to head out of here in a minute, but we did drop a video on PJ Tucker earlier. Here's my entire full thoughts. If you guys come back to the stream on a second time around, we talked about a lot of good stuff. PJ Tucker, Kyle Lowry selling his house, Sixers second half. Everyone up in the chat. So shout out to everybody up in here, man. And no Sixers until next Thursday. No Sixers, but we are going to be streaming the All-Star game because you guys said I should. Because you guys said I should. So I'm going to stream the All-Star game and we'll have fun. We'll have fun doing that. But anyway, shout out to everybody up in here, man. Hope you guys had a good time. I definitely had fun doing this Sixers talk stream. We're going to definitely be having some upgrades of the channel soon. And hope everybody's safe and healthy and well. You know, we just got to get through this. Got to get through this week and we'll be back. We'll be back. But let me know in the chat real quick if you guys like this kind of topic for a stream. Like just Sixers talk, hang out, read the chat, talk about some topics. Let me know if you guys like this kind of format. And maybe we'll do it once a week or, you know, when we have time. Because during the season, it's kind of busy, but... Philly fans, have a great... Hey, shout out to Philly fans and SD. Shout out to all the members, by the way. You guys are the best. Really appreciate you guys. Cheese, my guy's been here the whole time. What's going on, man? Catch you on the next one, my guy. Appreciate you, man. I'll be back during the All-Star game. Yes, sir. We will be here streaming the All-Star game. We'll have fun and we'll hang out and we'll watch the dunk contest and... It's going to be crazy, man. Philly Kid says it's awesome. Subbing Nets Sixers Eastern Conference Finals about to be lit. That I'll agree with you on. I could definitely see that being a matchup as long as we get past the Raptors and Boston. But Boston's not even doing too healthy right now. So I think I could definitely see the Sixers and Nets matching up. I think it'll go 7. But I want to see what the next moves are in the next couple weeks. So we'll see. Love this stream, just chilling and vibing. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. All right, man. Testy, appreciate you, man. FG, Eshan, AAA. All right, everybody. You guys have a great night, man. Thank you for tuning in. And let me see. Pull up this other screen. All right, y'all. Have a good one. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.